Hi, everybody. Hey. Oh, it's really bright in here. Oh, gosh. It's always bright in here. All right. Somebody's watching. Yay. Hi. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I'm always a little late. That's okay. Better late than never, right? Hi, I'm Annie Rasmanian from Amazing Scents by Annie, independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome to Something Amazing with Annie on my YouTube channel. Yay! All right, so this little video is meant to be interactive. So I will chat a little bit at the beginning. Hello from Germany. Wow. Hi, Black Heaven. Steffi, right? Hi. This is so cool. So this is meant to be interactive. I'm hoping I can learn from you and you can learn from me as well as to why you joined Scentsy or why you started your own business. So it doesn't necessarily have to be only for Scentsy consultants or people who are interested in joining Scentsy, although it would help, but it's for everybody who's ever thought about joining Scentsy or starting their own business. Sorry, I keep getting all these dings for emails and I don't know how to silence that. This is a newish computer. I have a few notes here that I will definitely be discussing as we go along. I just got to move some things around on the screen. Let's see if I can, sorry, just a few more minutes, guys. And there we go. So I can still see everyone texting. Hi, Scentsy worker. Tell me your name. Where are you from? I joined 4 years ago. Hold on. Let me read this. With my eyes closed and had no clue what I was jumping into. That's like the same with me. Other than the fact that I loved the products, right? We all love the products, obviously, or we wouldn't be here. But tell me, I would love to hear where you guys are from. All right, so sorry, just gonna take a few more seconds here I gotta get my screen organized. I didn't wanna wait any longer. Jennifer, thank you. Where are you from? And Vanessa's on. I totally wanted to join for the discount, of course. And you're from Michigan, yay! What part of Michigan? Actually, I lived in Windsor, Ontario for a few years. I went to university there. I was there for, how long was I there for? I think I was there for 6 years. And go Tigers. I'm a huge Tigers fan. Yeah. What else? What did we do there? Oh my gosh. I can't even think right now. Oh, Winnipeg. Yay, Canada in the house. All right. No, I love you all. I'm excited there's somebody from Michigan here. So yes, tell me where you're from, Vanessa. I know Michigan's really big, but the small area that I lived was Windsor, Ontario. And I'm sure you've heard of it because we're right across the street from Detroit. So you were in southern Michigan, about an hour and a half from Canada. Yay, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I used to shop all the time at that one mall. What was that mall called? It was Somerset Mall. Am I saying it right? I don't remember where exactly it was, but it was an amazing mall. It was so much fun to drive out there. It was about like 40 minutes from Windsor. It was so easy to cross the border. Somerset, yes. Such a fun mall, right? All that like fancy stores. Yes. I think I bought my first like fancy wallet from that mall. Oh my gosh. This is a long time ago, like over 10 years ago, maybe 15. Anyways, I'm so happy you're here. All right. So it's almost 5 minutes. I like to give myself about 5 minutes until I kind of dive into my something amazing chat. I appreciate those of you who are here to listen. I do want to try to keep it interactive as much as possible, but I do have a few things I want to talk about as to why I joined Scentsy and also some research point as to why people in general start their own business. So it's not specifically about Scentsy, but some of the top reasons that I was able to relate with, I took those points and, oh yeah, that was me. I was awake. It was 2 a.m. for us. I took some, what was I going to say? Vanessa, you keep distracting me. See, this is why I sometimes can't look at the chat because I get distracted from what I want to read, but that's okay. Yeah, so I took some points throughout my little research that I could relate to and how I could also relate it to Scentsy and starting your own business kind of in general from my little tiny business experience. And hi, Carolyn. Thanks for joining us. So hopefully you guys can all relate to this and take this into your own business and share it with potential recruits as well, potential friends and family that are interested in Scentsy, or just people in general who are out there. Hi, Terry, who are interested in starting their own business. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be Scentsy, but it would be nice. All right, so excuse me. So I'll start. So this is Something Amazing Talk is pretty much, I titled it, What is Your Reason Why? So your reason why you joined Scentsy or why you started your own business. But so there's so many different people out there and so many different reasons as to why people start their own business or join Scentsy. There's no real like right or wrong reason. I mean, Vanessa, I think joined because she wanted to get the discount. With Scentsy workers. Oh, sorry. Scentsy worker. What's your name? I'm sorry. From Winnipeg. What's your reason why you joined Scentsy? You said that you joined with your eyes closed, but what was your real reason to joining 4 years ago? So like I said, there's no wrong or right reason. I actually have a list of about 17 reasons that I came up with, along with the help of the amazing World Wide Web and all the crazy books that I love to read, as to why people join Scentsy or start their own business. Oh, hey, Darren. Hi. Thanks for joining. Yay. Hey, Darren, did you get the thing? The thing, all right. So like I said, it's like, I'm going to call it entrepreneurship, which it is really starting your own business, whether it's an MLM company or doing crafting or knitting or opening up a bakery, it really is entrepreneurship because it's so life-changing and you really are technically, in the grand scheme of things, kind of doing it on your own. Darren, you'll get it soon, I promise. So it's, yeah. So again, there's very many reasons why people join and why people stay or don't join, but I want to go over some of the positives because that's how I am. Why it is a good idea to start your own business or to join Scentsy. Just a few points that I came across, especially during these times of uncertainty with COVID. I know throughout North America and I'm probably throughout the whole world, there's been a lot of like job losses in maybe the corporate world or in the medical field, or, there's also reasons like people with say, hi, Christine. Thanks for joining. People with disabilities, maybe they can't work out in the corporate world. I'm going to call it the corporate world, but I don't want to call it like a regular job. If you know what I mean, I don't mean to sound weird, but I'm trying to separate the two, like entrepreneurship and then the corporate world. Does that make sense if I just kind of separate the two? Because I am a healthcare worker, so I do have like a corporate job, if you want to say. I don't call it my real job. It's my career. That's what I went to school for, and it's just another job that I have. But I do consider myself an entrepreneur of Scentsy, and but yes. So sorry, I want to go back to. Especially, I came across this most recently with all of COVID going on. A few new reasons why people are starting to become their own bosses or starting to become an entrepreneur is because of job loss from, say, the corporate world, or because of disability. They maybe physically or emotionally or what have you can't go work in the corporate world, and also they want to seize that opportunity. So I'm going to go through quickly 17 points, and I am going to try to keep up with your with your chats as well, because I want to keep this more interactive, because I do want to share other people's reasons as to why they joined Scentsy. But here are my 17 reasons, and some other interesting facts as to why I joined Scentsy, and why maybe you can share this information with other potential recruits as well. So one of the main reasons why I joined Scentsy, um, okay, so other than the discount, the free stuff, and so forth, these are like the deep down reasons I joined Scentsy, if that makes sense. So, okay, I wanted something different and will not go out to work. I need to be home for my health as well as my family's health. Sorry, younger son made these accounts, so my name is not on here. That's okay. So Scentsy Worker just made an interesting point as to what I was saying earlier. She chose to join Scentsy because of, family or health reasons. For whatever reasons, maybe it was like physical or a disability or whatever it is. She made a decision to do that. So I did put here on one of my notes, some people don't have the support like daycare, or they can't afford daycare, so they need to stay home to take care of their children. So they start their own business, whether it's like something online or on Etsy or with Scentsy or another MLM company. That's a really, really interesting. Hi, Lois. Thanks for joining. So that's a really, really good reason. Thank you for sharing. So a reason why I joined Scentsy was the ability to have that freedom. So I called it, you can find freedom in being an entrepreneur. That meaning you're owning your own business. You're owning like a little portion of Scentsy when you pay into that, when you purchase your kit, and you're getting a T4 slip and so forth. You're paying taxes. So you do own like a portion of that. You are a business representative of Scentsy, which is amazing. So once you have established that first step of joining Scentsy or joining any kind of company, you get to set your own hours. You get to be your own boss. You get to decide when you want to work, how you want to run your business, and how you want to work on your business as well, like how you want to portray it. So now, if you're one that follows me a lot on social media, you'll see that I've chosen to take positive side to this business, very, very positive. And I mean, I'm overall a pretty positive person to begin with, but I also stay very neutral when it comes to I choose not to post about like politics, negativity, wars or crime or anything like that. I choose not to comment on stuff like that too. And it has nothing to do with me being naive or brainwashed or anything like that, because believe me, I've heard some silly remarks, but it's my choice how I want to run my business and how I want to portray my business to the rest of the world as well. So that's all kind of ties into your freedom to start your own business, is how you want to portray it too. And does it work? Hell yeah. Sorry. It does. So again, those are my choices. How I want to run my business is to not necessarily stay out of those kind of sensitive topics, but to not publicize them as much as some other people do. And that's okay. If people want to talk about politics, if people want to talk about the negativity of the world or the state of the world or their health or whatever, I choose not to do that. And it's not because of me being naive. It's because I choose to look at the world and look at my life and so forth in a positive way. And I think that is working, because I hope that you guys can see the reflection of my positive radiation. So I always say #radiate positivity. So thank you, Terry. I appreciate that you agree with me. All right. So moving on to point number 2 is you get to build a source of pride. Now, pride, I know some people are like, oh, well, pride is a bad thing. Well, not necessarily. I mean, pride is there. So it can't be that bad. Thank you. Thank you, Lois and Terry. So owning your own business means being your own boss. And sorry, I'm reading a wrong point. Thank you, Scentsy worker. I still don't know your name. Just even make up a fake name. I'm going to call you Wendy. Okay. So yeah, you get to point number 2, you'll build a source of pride. Accomplishing tough things gives us a sense of pride. And like I said, pride is not necessarily always a bad thing. In healthy doses, it bolsters your self-worth. It lets you take credit when you achieve something worthwhile. It's Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to meet you. So starting a small business is no small virtue. We all know that. For all of you who've been in Scentsy for more than 4 years or 2 years can understand that it's hard work. Let's be honest. Whether it's Scentsy or again another business of some sort, it's tough. It takes a while to get your name out there. It takes a while to kind of get into your niche, right? Like get into your comfort zone, or like I like to call it, my uncomfortable zone. But when times are challenging, it really, I don't know, it just kind of gives me a sense of pride. And maybe that's just my chronic optimism that's like embedded into my head, but it just, like when I'm faced with challenges, I'm like, all right, I can do this. This is going to be tough, but I want to work hard. I want to sweat. I want to climb that mountain because you know what? At the top of the mountain is a freaking amazing view. And hey, who doesn't want to work and sweat hard and, you know, burn some calories at it too, and prove to yourself and your children and the rest of your family or your world that you got this, you can do this. So it gives you a sense of pride. And I don't think if pride was such a bad thing, then why are these challenges placed upon us or before us to whether they're there to test us or again to challenge us? I think pride like I said, in healthy doses is a good thing. So I mean, I'm not I'm not a professional, but this is in my mind, I think it's a good thing. So what else did I write? Yeah. Okay. We can do big things. We can do hard things. Just remember that. I read it in a book once where, who said it? I totally don't remember. Yay, Abby's here. Yay, Abby, I remembered your name. Great owl is Abby. But I read it in a book where the author went into like her kid's classroom, and on the wall, who was it? I think it was her first name Glennon? Oh, what's the book? It's all like rainbow. It's really cool. I probably reviewed it too. Anyways, but she walked into like her kid's classroom or something, and on the wall it said, "We can do hard things." And it totally sunk into me. And I was like, yes, we can do hard things. I can do hard things, and so can you. We can aim to do big things. So whether you look at being an entrepreneur or starting your own business as small or big, you can freaking do it. You just need to focus. You need to admit that it's going to be hard. You're going to sweat. You're going to cry. You're going to fall down, but you got to get up and keep doing it. But again, at the end of the day, it gives you that amazing sense of pride. All right. So moving on to point number 3 is some people join Scentsy or start their own business because they know they can do things better. So no company is perfect. No company at all. Like nobody. Our lives aren't perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And now and again, you encounter things that really annoy you and pester you and kind of drain you. And you sometimes wish, and we've all been there. Oh, geez, you complain about them, or you sigh about it and you move on, hoping and wishing in your head, or you complain to your partner or your friends. You're like, oh, they should do this. They should do it like this. If I was running the company, or if this was my business, I wouldn't do it like that. I would do this, right? We've all been there. Please. I do it when I go to my local coffee shop and they mess up my coffee. I'm like, oh, how do they always mess up my coffee? It's simple coffee. If I worked at the coffee shop, I would not mess up coffee orders. But again, that's not me. I'm not behind the counter, so I don't like to judge. But anyways, we've all been there, right? And when it comes to Scentsy consultants or ourselves, we've all run into those, and not putting anybody down and I'm trying not to disrespect anybody, but we've all like seen things or heard things and you're like, oh, I wouldn't do that, or I would do it so much better, or oh my gosh, like you learn or you evolve. So that's another reason why some people join Scentsy or start their own business, because they know they can do it better. They have this inner faith, this inner positivity, or this inner flame in them that knows they can do better. And anytime they do stumble upon small annoyances, or like just annoying people or annoying things, they learn from those mistakes, or they take those mistakes or those challenges and they do great things with it. And that's what I try to tell people all the time is, whether it's, say, a failure or a step back or a fall down, those are not bad things. Get those kind of negative words out of your vocabulary. Those are all opportunities to do great things, to learn from those great things. And yes, you can do it better. I believe in you. All right. So another reason, and this is like a really, really good reason, but I made it number 4 because it wasn't my personal top reason. As when I joined Scentsy, I had already had a job. I was already established as a healthcare worker, but you can make money. So money is not everything, and money does not buy you happiness, but money does. Let's all be honest, money definitely does help, right? Having a little extra money. I mean, once you do have a little extra money, you always ask for a little bit more, right? You're like, oh, I wish I had more, or let's not all be greedy now, but it's always nice to have a little bit of money. And again, let's be honest, having that extra little income, whether it's a little income or a bigger income, or your income is growing month by month, which is amazing, or year by year, it definitely helps, right? It helps. I mean, I joined and my little Scentsy income was paying my internet and cable bill at first, right? That's how small it was. And I was like, wow, what a help it was. I was able to still set aside some money for my savings account and reinvest a little bit of money back into my Scentsy business, and still pay off my cable bill and my internet bill. As I progressed in Scentsy, as the months and years went by, I was able to pay off my cable bill and pay off my cell phone bill. So, and then, you go and you pay off your electricity bill or your hydro bill. Like, it's that, having that little, Lois, I just need to cover my purchases. Yeah. It all depends on your intention. So why you got into Scentsy too. Like, if your goal in Scentsy is just to buy more Scentsy, then that's amazing, right? But some people get into it, and like when I started Scentsy, I had no idea I would be here. And it'll be 5 years in February. I had no idea that I would be here. Honest to God, I had no intentions of recruiting. I had no intentions of being on YouTube and chatting with you people and being where I am today. None whatsoever. But I mean, is it amazing where I am? Yeah. And hi, Curly. I love your little nickname. But having that little bit of extra income, like Jennifer just mentioned, it pays the bills. It teases her is it a younger daughter or son, to do more things, to, as gives more allowance to your family maybe, or your children. And yeah, so it's just nice. Let's all admit it. It's just nice to have a little bit of income, whether it's $20. I was going to say $5, but even $5, you're like, woohoo, free coffee. Whether it's $5 or $500, every little bit helps, right? So, okay. Thanks, Jennifer, your son. I hope your son is enjoying his allowance. Make him work for it, though. All right. So the next point I want to talk about, and I'm going to keep going quickly, so I'm not taking up too much of your time, but is you learn new skills. So joining Scentsy, I didn't really quite think about learning new skills until like I joined it right away. Or I need a drink. Once I got into Scentsy, I started learning new skills that I had no idea, especially in regards to social media. I'm an 80s baby. I remember when the internet first came out, we had dial-up internet. I've used typewriters and cassette tapes and Walkmans, but Talk away. Aw, thanks, Darren. You're so sweet. But so learning new skills with Scentsy and being an entrepreneur in general has been amazing. It's tough at times. Again, I'll be honest. Like I said before, being an entrepreneur and having your own business is challenging. Do I have challenges every single day with the business? Of course I do. But like I said, I take those challenges and I embrace them and I try to learn from them. So learning new skills like Instagram, for instance, and now I'm learning new skills about TikTok. This is not a sales pitch. Follow me on TikTok, but I'm learning about TikTok. TikTok has to be the most confusing app. I have to be honest with you, but maybe it's because I'm old, but it's confusing. I need like a little like 18-year-old or 17-year-old to teach me. Anyways, yes, social media is a challenge for us oldies. For sure, Lois. Like, I can post pictures, I can comment on it, and then all those hashtags, what? So, I mean, some of my earlier posts have no hashtags because I was like, what's a hashtag? Well, first of all, I wasn't even calling it a hashtag. I used to just call it the number sign. I didn't learn that it was called a hashtag until recently, until maybe about 2 years ago. I was like, oh, it's called a hashtag? So anyways, I'm sure a lot of you could also relate to this too and laugh about it, embrace it. Please share it with me. I know I'm not alone. I know it. You might be scared to share it with me though. Terry, do not be terrified to go live. Sometimes I have to, I don't know if you followed me at the beginning. It was very scary going live. I still get very nervous. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. My hands are cold, but I'm sweating. I still get terrified. It does, I'll be honest with all of you, as much as I love reading your comments, it does help me to not see your comments. So, because it makes me feel like I'm just doing a regular YouTube video where nobody's actually watching me yet. Because most of my YouTube videos I pre-record and then I post them later. But try, rather than going live right away, try just recording a video first and then don't watch it, because it just, you'll sit there and you'll judge the crap out of it. But that's amazing, Terry. Welcome. That's so great. Abby, don't be nervous. When I say don't be nervous, but that's okay. Laugh at yourself for being nervous, because doesn't it make you feel like a kid? Like, oh my gosh, why am I nervous? Like, please, I'm so many years old and I shouldn't be nervous. It's a camera, it's a computer. But I would recommend, in regards to learning new things, especially about going live or recording yourself, try recording yourself ahead of time, just on regular, no, before I even upload it on YouTube, I just recorded on my camera, on my computer, and then I uploaded on YouTube. So, Abby, you're doing great. But so try that and see how you feel. I wish I didn't take down my very first YouTube video. It's just on it's hidden, but you should watch my first YouTube video that was posted almost 5 years ago. My hair, first of all, is this short. I used to have like a pixie cut, and I'm so serious in it. And I'm like, this is why I joined Scentsy. I was so nervous. And you should see how many takes I made at that first, that first scene that I'm like, hi, everybody, I'm Mandy Masmanian. That scene I did probably 10 times before I finally did it. And so anyways, but you really genuinely do learn new things, not just about Scentsy, but about being an entrepreneur in general, like balancing your books and your accounts. That stuff is hard. I'm still learning about it, or still trying to improve on it, even after so many years. It's difficult, right? Trying to make sure your orders get processed properly and the money that's coming in is for the right person, or the money that's going out. Do you know what I mean? It's just, so I'm going to say balancing my books, and right. It's boring. And if I could afford somebody to do it for me, yeah. Sometimes if I get an order, I even forget to, sometimes people text me at work with an order and I don't have order forms, right? So if I can't do boring. Yes, you can. If I come home, I might process their order at work, but then I forget to fill out an order form, and I get this order and I'm like, who ordered this nightlight? Who was this person? So I'm checking through text messages and I'm like, oh crap. So stuff like that. I mean, I'm only human, and I know we've all been there where we forgot to write down orders, or we've even forgotten to order something for somebody. But so stuff like that, you're learning new skills. You're not just learning new skills like physical skills, but you're learning new things about yourself. And one of the things I want to point out to you is that you're learning amazing new things about yourself, that you're learning that you can do it and you will do it. So think about, just if you sit back and close your eyes and think about how far you've come from since you've joined, even you, Abby and Terry, in the 3 months or the 1 year since you've joined, look at how far you've come, and look at and really, really be mindful of the things you've learned. Don't just be like, no, Annie, I haven't learned anything. You have. You probably learned how to get on YouTube, make an account, and join in on this live. So take credit for that, because that is pretty amazing. I'm still learning how to go live. I still have to get Nathan in here 5 minutes before I go live to make sure that the camera works, the mic works. I don't have the light on because it's super bright outside, but do you know what I mean? So take credit for that. And when you really think about all those small things, big victories that you've learned, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, give yourself credit. I'm proud of all of you. All right. So another point is, well, with Scentsy or being your own boss, is you get to kind of lower your taxes. Not kind of, you do. So I'm only speaking strictly here. My knowledge is only about Canada, Ontario, I guess, to be specific. But you do get to claim a good portion of your taxes under your business because you are a business owner. So when I purchased a computer, now we have like 2 computers in the house, but this computer is for my business only. So you know what? You save your receipt and you claim it. A portion of your cell phone gets claimed in taxes. A portion even of like your home, your property taxes, if you have, like I have an office, so I claim, like, this is crazy, but like my accountant asked me to measure the size of my office. So, and there's like a percentage of things like your gas, your cell phone bill, your home property taxes, whatever you want to call it, that you can claim for taxes. So every little bit helps, whether you do claim that stuff or you don't. It's entirely up to you. Me personally, I do claim stuff. I try to run my business the best way I know how to, and I do have a lot of help from my accountant, and Nathan knows a fair good amount as well when it comes to kind of like the money stuff. But that's right. So Jen, gas for your car, your hydro, your electricity. So Abby, yeah, you know what? The best thing to do is talk to your accountant about that. Now, if you file your own taxes, that's something different. I don't file my own taxes because I am a business owner. So it does get a little bit more complicated, and I can't do it. It's just too hard for me. Plus I have dependents in the home, there's kids, and it's too much. So I don't mind, me personally, paying a couple $100 to have somebody do my taxes for me, to do it correctly, so that I personally don't want to like get in trouble in the future or get audited or anything like that. But it definitely helps. Sorry, I'm going to go back. Abby wrote, and there will be hard times like a mad customer whose order was stolen can be very stressful, but we worked it all out and I was really worried and didn't know what to do. So yeah, so that's another like skill that Abby learned, is how to deal with difficult people, specifically difficult customers. We all know how to kind of deal with difficult people in the general sense, but when it has something to do with you kind of personally, like she's your customer, he's your customer, and you're a representative of Scentsy, Nathan's not an accountant, but he is pretty good looking. That's so funny. I'm not going to tell him that because it's just going to make his head go bigger. But yeah, so, dealing with stuff like that, I never in my life thought I would have to call Scentsy and be like, listen, customer's order got stolen or misplaced. It's not there, or the order was broken upon arrival, and kind of being that middle person. So learning about that. So that's like another new skill. For me, I don't know if it was really like a new skill or if it was just an extension of being a mom, because it's like, you're like, you have your 2 kids and they're fighting and you're kind of like in the middle. But anyways, so Abby, so thank you, Abby, for sharing that with us, because it's true. So Abby had to figure stuff out like that for herself, and she was really worried about her customer being mad and losing the order or the order being stolen, but she dealt with it, and hopefully everything is okay now. So the taxes. I'm not an expert on it, but I would recommend come tax season or even now, reach out to your accountant early or reach out to somebody who's familiar with taxes, like an accountant, I don't know, or somebody else who's a business owner or another Scentsy consultant that might know more about how to claim these taxes or claim these taxes or these things in your taxes. So again, I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to really dive too much into it, but it will definitely help in your return and so forth. So yeah. All right. So another point is you are also, this is my seventh point. Sorry, seventh, I can't count. You're also creating jobs. So you becoming an entrepreneur or a Scentsy consultant or anything, you're creating jobs for other people. So if you think about it, Scentsy, especially during like the COVID time, Scentsy had to hire more people to work around the clock at their warehouse. So we are essentially creating jobs for corporate. So they're hiring more people to work. I don't know if they still have people working 24 hours, but anyways, we're creating jobs for other people to work and process our orders. I know here they are like UPS man. I've noticed it's a new gentleman, but he's driving a rental car. So it's discount rental truck. And I think because the demand of UPS or Purelator or whomever is so large that I believe, and I don't know this for sure, but they're hiring more drivers, but they don't have enough trucks. So I think they're renting out trucks to deliver packages. I had a package delivered at 7 a.m. I was like, what is going on? I'm still in my pajamas. It was dark out and a discount car rolled up to my driveway. It was actually kind of creepy because I was like, it's a rental car or rental truck, and out jumps out a UPS guy in his brown uniform with a Scentsy package. And so it was really, really nice to see that my business or my contribution to Scentsy is helping other people, like in regards to creating jobs. So that, and you are also, when you offer the business to other people, so in regards to recruiting, you're creating jobs in that way. So you're not just keeping it all to yourself, which is fun too, but you're sharing the love of Scentsy to other people so that they also can be their own boss, earn some extra cash, lower their taxes maybe, have a sense of pride and so forth. All those other reasons that I just shared with you. So yeah, anyways. Okay, so the next one is, hold on, I need a drink. Another one is you can follow your passion. So before joining Scentsy, I loved the product. I hadn't tried it for very long, but I had already owned like 3 or 4 warmers and a ton of wax bars. And I spoke so highly of this. I was like, have you guys ever tried Scentsy? I just bought a warmer. Oh my gosh, this bar is so cool. Blah, blah, blah. Like I was just like talking about it. So people sensed my passion about it. People sensed that I was genuinely interested in it, just like how much I love Old Navy clothes. So I love Old Navy clothes. I mean, it's great for the kids. It's at a reasonable price point. It just works out for our family. So stuff like that, like people can just tell that you're passionate about it. I would love to go. Did you know? Oh, I need to say something about Old Navy. I used to work at the Gap. When I was in university, I worked at the Gap. So maybe that like ties into my passion for Old Navy and the Gap. But anyways, so like it's now that I'm in Scentsy and an entrepreneur of Scentsy, like it's my passion. So I love it so much. I want to share this business with all of you. I want to help motivate you and inspire you to do the same. So whatever your passion is, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be Scentsy. Even if you like to like crochet hats or mittens, or you're a painter, or you're a singer or dancer, whatever you are, if you're on Etsy making cute little trinkets or necklaces, whatever, share your passion. I know it's scary to take that first step, but your passion is probably somebody else's passion, is like 100% somebody else's passion. There's people out there that want your Scentsy or that want your sweet little crocheted hats or mittens. If you crochet hat and mittens, please contact me because I would love some for our cold Christmases here or cold winters here in Canada. But like, that's the thing is people are out there, and don't be like, oh, there's too many people like that on Etsy, or there's too many Scentsy consultants, there's too many coffee shop owners, blah 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 blah. Ooh, Abby. Okay, so it doesn't matter. There's like a bazillion people in this world. Like, it's fine. It's, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You got to do it. You got to follow your passion. If you don't follow your passion, you're always going to have a piece of you that's kind of, I'm going to say, like, sad or heartbroken or resentful. And I don't know. It's just like, there's just going to be a piece of you that's always like, oh, I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I don't know. I should do it. But share it with the rest of the world. I mean, it doesn't have to be something full time. Just like, who was it? Was it Jennifer or somebody, or Lois was saying that they enjoy selling Scentsy to buy more Scentsy. Again, you don't have to do it full time. I mean, I don't do it full time, and you don't have to crochet full time, but or make necklaces and bracelets full time. But why don't you make a couple or make 10 or something, and then pop it on Etsy or on Facebook and see what people, you never know. I have a good friend that makes and sells soaps and creams, all organic, locally sourced. She only sells it to her coworkers, but that's her passion. And maybe eventually, as much as we encourage her to like go big, like go to the local shops here and there or put it on Etsy, she's just not ready for it right now. But she's sharing her passion of making soaps and lotions and like deodorants, all natural. She's sharing it with her coworkers. I have another friend who loves to bake. She makes these amazing cookies, and I think I've posted it before on Instagram. But like, we're all like, what are you doing? You should open up a bakery. But she doesn't want to, not yet, maybe, at least. I don't know what's going on in her own head, but she still shares her passion of baking cookies, baking cakes and sweets and so forth with her friends and family. And does she make money off of it? Of course she does. Is it fun for her? I would assume it's fun for her, because she wouldn't do it anymore. But so, yeah, anyways. Oh, Terry. Ooh, point. Yes. Passionate about chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate. Yes. Okay. So yes, follow your passion. Another point is you can live with excitement. So, in regards to being your own boss, I have to be honest with you. I wake up excited to represent Scentsy, to sell Scentsy the way I want to sell it. Like, it gives me not only a sense of pride and some purpose, but it just, and I'm sure you guys can sense it off my videos or my posts and stuff, but I genuinely enjoy it. It's genuinely fun for me. The moment it becomes stressful, or the moment I become unhappy with it, is when I know I need to take a step back. And this is my personal opinion about things. So this is me sharing some personal advice with you, is anything in life. If anything in life, just even being a mom, and you've heard this, or being a dad, and you've heard this from lots of people, the moment something is too stressful or too overwhelming, even your kids, if they're crying, they're throwing food around, you're starving, you haven't peed, your husband or wife has not come home from work, you've had enough, you need to take a step back. You need to like go in your closet and have a good cry. You need to go in the pantry. You need to put a pillow in your face and scream. You need to pour yourself a little glass of wine, not too big, but well, maybe, but that's what I mean. You need to kind of take a step back and take a break. And is that bad? Is that failure? Is that, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm trying to think of another word, but it's not. It's absolutely not. If anything, I give those people who take a step back or take a moment for themselves to self-love and to self-appreciate, I give them so much credit. So much credit. I bow down to those people, and I try to teach people that, and motivate and inspire other women and men. I'm a woman, so whatever, obviously, but to do the same. Being selfish, self-appreciation and self-love is not being selfish. You need to be excited about what you do, be excited about who you are and the skin you live in order to function on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes it's harder. It's harder to achieve those small little victories for some people than it is for others. Believe me, it's taken me years. Maybe we can save that conversation for another day. But it's just so important for me to put myself first. Honestly, me, my family, um, my whole family, like my parents, my kids, Nathan, everybody, Scentsy, my career, like even my career does not come first. Like as much as I love doing what I do, it's not the be all end all. And same with Scentsy, and same with any kind of business. That business is not going to be there for you during, anyways, I won't get into it too much, but you yourself, if you're not healthy, if you're not excited or able to wake up with that kind of motivation. And I know I'm talking like a big umbrella thing. Like I know there's all different circumstances. I completely understand, but just please know where I'm coming from. It's so important to focus on yourself and take those few minutes or an hour each day. And yes, I take an hour each day if I can to focus on myself. It might not be a full hour. It might be broken up, but it is so important for me to take that time to put me first, whether it's to go for a walk on my lunch break at work. That's me putting myself first. People think I'm crazy that I go for a walk on my lunch break. They're like, Annie, you're on your feet all day long for 13 hours. You're running around. How is it that you can go for a walk on your break? Why don't you just sit in the break room and eat your lunch? No, I need to get outside, whether it's cold or hot or rainy. I need to get outside and fresh air because that's what I know I need to keep my little motors moving. And it gives me excitement. It gives me joy. And I'm freezing out there sometimes, but I know that when I get back into my workplace or back into my home, I feel great. So it's with Scentsy, I'm going to say like it added that element of excitement, that another element of joy to my life, and which I didn't think I had at the beginning. Obviously, you don't know you have it until you get it or until you lose it, right? So I had no idea I would love Scentsy as much as I love it now, or being a business owner as much as I love it now. So, anyways. All right. You can also leverage the internet. That one I'm not going to talk about because that one I'm still quite learning about. All right. Another point is, okay. Bye, Terry. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Another point is you can escape the rat race. So like the corporate world of competing with people, competing for a better desk, a better parking spot, a better this, a better that, you can completely escape that. There's really the only competition you have is with yourself. There is, of course, there's other Scentsy consultants out there. There's other people, crafters or makers or bakers or whatever. Yes, but the only competition is with yourself. Like I've said before, do not compare yourself to myself, to other people. You are your only competition. And owning your own business or joining Scentsy, you escape that element. Now, being in the healthcare industry, I'm going to say there is a little bit of a rat race, but I have Scentsy on the side. So I really don't care about that rat race because, and this is how it makes sense in my head. And I hope maybe you can relate to it or understand it, but I really don't it doesn't matter. I know I'm a good healthcare worker. I know that I love what I do, genuinely passionate about it. And to me, that's all that matters. Whether I'm, a supervisor or in charge, or whether I'm this or that, or get a picture taken of me in the newspaper, or, it doesn't matter to me. To me, all that stuff doesn't matter. Titles don't matter. And if you know me really well, you might know that it does. I never tell you what level I'm at in Scentsy, although I did recently get promoted, which was super exciting. But I don't focus on titles. I don't focus on numbers. And that's something, and that's not me being naive. That's just me having fun, because I feel like once you put those kind of pressures on yourself or your team or your colleagues or whomever, it changes the mood. And me personally, I never wanted to be like that. And it has nothing to do with I don't know. I don't know. Was it my parents who pressured me to get good grades in school? Maybe. I don't know. I had an amazing upbringing. I can't think of me. I mean, I don't know. See, now I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to say, I don't know. But for me, it's never about title or numbers. It's about what's inside and how you portray it on the outside that genuinely matters. And I think a lot of people like yourself, all 12 of you who are watching, thank you, I love you, can see that in me. And thank you so much. So again, it helps you owning your own business or joining Scentsy really helps you escape that rat race, whether you have that rat race going on in your life or not. Then whether it's just Scentsy that you are, or whether you have Scentsy and another career on the side, it just, I don't know, it helps me escape that part of my life. Because first of all, it's a very stressful life. It's not always the happiest, if you can imagine, or if you can relate. But I have Scentsy I can fall back on, and Scentsy makes me happy. Although being a healthcare worker also makes me very happy, but it's not the happiest of jobs. It's definitely not the glamorous of jobs, but I got Scentsy. Anyways, and I got like these beautiful rainbow bars, and I love rainbows. So, okay, I need another sip. Okay, so this kind of ties into my next one. This was a really important one, and I kind of pondered whether I should put this at the top or not, but it really gives me meaning and purpose in my life, is kind of being able to share the love of Scentsy or the love of my business with other people. So, and I'm sure all of you can relate to that too. Getting a smile or a thank you note, or having somebody text you at 7 o'clock in the morning saying, oh my gosh, I left my Scentsy on last night and I woke up to the most beautiful smelling home. I just wanted to say thank you so much for introducing me to Scentsy. I love it. I think I'm going to order more bars. I just have to decide which ones I want. But thank you. So like I was like, wow, that to me, to be honest with you, that those kind of text messages, or even pictures of people like posing with their new warmers or something, like customers, not necessarily consultants, but that is way better than receiving any kind of certificate or any kind of recognition or any kind of bracelet and charm. Don't get me wrong. Those Scentsy recognitions, those little tokens of appreciation are so appreciated as well. It's amazing that they remember me, of all their employees, that they have somebody working on that. And even for my birthday, getting like a birthday card or a birthday email, like thank you, like. But getting those small, like silly texts from coworkers or from friends or from people that I've never met before that order from me, and saying thank you for their happy mail, thank you for, remembering. For example, I had one customer. She was talking about her mom needed to have some sort of surgery, and writing back to her maybe weeks after, how is your mom doing after her surgery? I hope everything went well. Please send her my love. Lots of hugs, prayers, so forth. That she was like, wow, like, thank you for remembering. Thanks, Darren. Thanks, Lois. Aw. So it's really those small things that give me meaning and purpose, not just in Scentsy, but in life, like as a person. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I don't want to say I don't care about titles and numbers. I do care, but it's not the be all end all. I have to get to director. I have to get to superstar. I have to get 3,000 PRV or 10,000 PRV. It's a matter of having fun getting to those goals and sharing your love of Scentsy. Like I said, don't focus on the goal. Focus on the process. The goal will come no matter what. But if you aren't good at doing your process, then you're not going to get to your goal. So, and I've said this before, so I kind of keep getting off track. I wanted to keep this under an hour, but I'm so sorry I can't. So I use this example a lot, is going back to school to get a degree. So you're in university, your end goal is to get a degree in business, right? If in your first year you suck, you fail all your tests, you're out partying and drinking all the time, do you think you're going to pass into second year or even into second semester? Probably not. And if you keep doing that, you're not going to get to your end goal of achieving a degree in business. You need to stay focused and consistent during your 4 years of university or college or wherever you're going in order to achieve that end goal. And like I said, don't focus on your end goal. Write an end goal, stick it up somewhere, put it in your head. All right, I'm going to school. I'm going to be a businessman. But right now I need to focus on my studies. I need to focus on not partying and spending my money on booze, alcohols, girls, drugs, whatever. I need to stay and focus. I need to do well on my tests. I need to show up to my lab, to my practicums, whatever you have to do, to my mentorships, whatever. And I need to be successful in those. And then if you do all those things, 4 years are going to fly by and you're going to achieve that goal no matter what. So that goal is going to be there. It's like, hi, I'm right here. Keep coming towards me. You're doing really good. Yay! That goal is going to be there no matter what. But if you are not focusing on your process and you're not doing well on your process, first of all, maybe you need to rethink your process and change it up, or just get out of it in total, or maybe change your goal. But if you focus on your process, you stay consistent, you will achieve that end goal. And that's what I mean about like meaning and purpose in regards to, sorry, I got off track. Hold on a minute. In regards to title or your numbers, to me, it matters, yes, but it's not the be all end all. What matters to me is my process on how to get to director or how to achieve a 1,000 PRV. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep working at it hard. If I fall down or if I trip or if I need to take a step back, I'm going to reevaluate some things and then I'm going to get back up and keep doing it because that end goal, it's going to be there eventually. Just you need to focus. All right, I'm going to keep moving on. All right. Okay, so this is another important point that I really like, and it is kind of near and dear to me, is you can, not only are you earning a little extra money, but that money that you are earning, you can put towards causes you really care about. And it is amazing that Scentsy, every catalog season, every year, so forth, has these charitable causes that they donate to, like a charitable warmer that they donate to a portion of their sales. But when they came out with the breast cancer one, even though I personally don't have any experience with it, it really did open my eyes, and it helped me see things in a different way. And even with a little bit of extra money, or oh no, actually, I think it was more the Heart and Stroke Foundation when they were doing that, because that one really hit home because I work in the industry. But so stuff like that, it's nice to have that little bit of extra money, because then you could potentially afford to give more money to charitable causes or to charities. And hello, taxes again. If you donate to charities, you get a nice little receipt, but don't do it for that. Do it for good intentions. But I'm just saying that having that little extra money, you can put towards causes that you care about. So if there is a cause that you do care about, or if there's a family member, or if your child is involved in certain groups or activities, Boy Scouts or Brownies, or I don't know if they're involved in local like autism groups or a Heart and Stroke Foundation, if somebody has been affected by you, or breast cancer or any kind of cancer, that's something that you can do. So here in our local areas, we always have like the breast cancer runs. We just have all these different activities. So it's just nice to be able to, I can do something about that now. Like because sometimes when you're struggling, or when you're, I guess it kind of comes down to money. When you don't have money to donate, then it's nice to have that little bit of money, especially during times of uncertainty right now, right? You can be like, okay, I can give $20, or I can give $25 to our local sick kids hospital, and help, or help a local charity here and there. And it just feels nice. Again, it ties into the meaning and purpose. So another thing is, which I learned really quickly, is you'll experience new things. So this kind of ties into the learning new things, but you'll also experience new things. Like if any of you have attended, the family reunions. I had never been to California. I had never been to Texas. I had never been to Kansas City. Have I gone to those places had there not been a Scentsy family reunion? Probably not. But I got to go, and I got to experience new things, and I got to learn new things, and I got to meet new people, which is so cool. So whether you're in Scentsy or an entrepreneur of any sorts, there's so much opportunity out there to experience new things, especially when it comes to like the networking, right? Because it kind of gives you that shove to get out your comfort, get out of your comfort zone and talk to people and share your business. Because how else are you going to share your love of Scentsy if you don't get out of your comfort zone, turn on your camera on your computer and record a video? You got to do it. It's the new things that you get to experience that fill you with so much excitement, meaning, and purpose. And it's just, I don't know, it's just so much fun. Yeah. Does that all make sense? Abby, are you still listening? Do I have you? Okay, I'm getting really, really hot. See, I'm still nervous. And yeah. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. But please, guys, talk if there's anything you want to say. All right. So what else is there? Experience new things. Oh, I think I mentioned this before. You face certain challenges that you didn't think you would ever have to face. Like Abby mentioned before, kind of facing customers who are upset. Well, I never had customers before. I've never run a business before. I don't know what to do with these customers. Like, I've been an angry customer, but I don't know. I've never been on the other end of it. So, or if you have been on the other end of it, you're just like, where's my manager? Manager, you deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. So you are your own boss. You are the manager. You're the supervisor. You're the boss. You're the employee. You're the one behind the counter. It's only you. It's your business. So having to deal with challenges is challenging, but yet rewarding. Sometimes you can't deal with the challenge on your own, but that's what's great about Scentsy is, and I'm sure with other businesses, is that you can reach out to customer support. We have an amazing customer support team at head office. We have an amazing, I know my upline and my team is freaking amazing. Like, we love to bounce ideas off of people or off of each other. And if I can't solve something or figure something out, I will for sure take advantage of my resources. And Abby, who's on my team, thank you, Abby, can probably relate. If she asks me a question and I don't know the answer to it, I will be honest and say, I don't know. You should probably contact customer service, because it's true. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. Like I said before, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No company is perfect, but it's probably a challenge that can be handled. You just need to figure out which way to go. So that was an interesting point for me, and something I really, really valued when I joined Scentsy, was because I was learning new things, especially of how to deal with challenges. And I wasn't looking at it in a negative way or fearing them. Did I really know that they were coming? Not, to be honest with you. I didn't. I didn't even think about, like, when I was going to deliver a warmer or mail a warmer out to somebody, whether it was going to show up damaged or this or that. Or stuff being stolen. I was totally, I'll be honest, I was naive to that. But when it does happen, you're like, okay, we'll deal with this. We'll figure it out, like, or when you can't track a package, you're like, okay, let's take a step back. Where's your tracking number? And so forth. You get your little motors running in your head and you use your resources and you figure things out. And at the end of the day, whether your customer is happy or not, you're still really learning something, because you're like, okay, so the next time this happens, let's hope it doesn't happen, but this is what I have to do. And, when it came to Abby's customer who was upset about her package being stolen, she was able to share that experience with us and with myself, and we could all kind of learn from it. So facing challenges it's good and bad, if you know what I mean. So again, I like to look at it as a learning experience. So I hope you do too. Another interesting point when I was about to join Scentsy is, if you don't try, then you don't know. So how was I to know what I was getting into if I didn't try it? Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't matter how much you listen to other consultants. You could sit here and listen to me ramble on for hours about what to expect with Scentsy, or what to expect in general as being your own boss, or this or that, or the challenges you might have to face, or listening to other people in general about owning their own business. But until you actually try it, you're not going to know for yourself. Like everybody's experiences are completely subjective. They're completely different. Even getting into a pool, like everybody feels things differently. To pool water or the temperature of water might be lovely to one person, but to me it might be cold. The chlorine might sting my eyes, but to somebody else it doesn't bother their eyes. Or even the salt water might taste horrible, it might burn my eyes again, but to other people it might not bother them. So that's the thing. Until you actually try it, then you're not going to know. And I stress that a lot with some of my customers when it comes to the wax bars. They want to smell all the wax bars. Well, what does it smell like? What is it like? What if I don't like it? Well, I'm not you. I have a different nose. I like the smell. This is what the smell smells like to me, but to you, it might smell different. So it's tricky at times, as I love to share samples if I can, but let's be honest, I'm not going to make samples of every single bar that's out there. So that also ties into kind of the challenging thing. So unless you actually try it, then that's when you're going to know for yourself. Everybody walks in their own shoes. Everyone has different experiences. And so this is why I'm sharing my experiences with you. And I want to hear about your experiences as well, so we can all learn from it. But if you don't know, if you don't try, then you won't know. And the last point I want to make before we kind of sign off is, I love the fact that I get to make my own decisions. I get to make my own reasons. If I don't want to work today, that's my decision. Or if I don't want to post, it's my reason. Usually those reasons don't stop me. They, if anything, they encourage me to keep trying, to keep going. Because again, just like any business or any career or anything, there's days where you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to get up. Like today, I was like, oh, I got to go on at 1:00. I got to go live. I'm not ready. But was that going to stop me? I even thought about postponing it, like putting a message up saying I'll come on at 1:30. But I was like, no, I'm fine. I'll be ready. I can do this. Don't be nervous. You got this. But in regards to your own business, you can make your own decisions. You can make your own reasons, your own excuses. It's all on you. And that's what I thought was so cool about joining Scentsy or starting my own business, is it's all me. It's me. Like I said before, you make your own hours. You decide when and how you want to work or how you want to present your work. And you can make up your own reasons and your own excuses and your own decisions. So if you want to make up reasons, or if you want to be disloyal or whatever, all those negative things that I don't want to list off right now, then that's your decision. That's your reason. But just know that there are consequences to every decision, whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, or whether it's a decision you're unsure of or a reason you're unsure of. Just know that there is consequences, or there is some sort of effect, like the butterfly effect. I do believe in that. Everything happens for a reason, saying. So, but it is something that I wake up every day. I look forward to. It gives me excitement. It gives me a sense of purpose and meaning. Again, I'm very excited to be my own boss, to be a Scentsy consultant, and to make hopefully positive decisions that impact people's lives, that influence, that motivate, that inspire people, and reasons that I tell myself as well. No, you have to go on at 1 p.m. live Eastern Standard Time, because there's people waiting for you, all 8 of you people that are on. So thank you so much, 7. But you have to go on, because these people want to listen to you ramble on and on for almost over an hour. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, but not sorry, because I got to say everything I wanted to say. So thank you so very much for listening to me. I hope this was good. I hope you can take elements or portions of this and share it with your team. Even if you don't have a team, share it with yourself. Watch this again. You don't have to take notes, but just remember things, that you are amazing. You got this. Whether you're in Scentsy or whether you're in another business or you want to start another business, how cool would it be to start another business? But because it's something that I've thought about as well. I just think I have my hands full right now. And that's not an excuse. That's the truth. I literally have my hands full. No, but yeah, just, I don't know. anyways, I'm always here. If anybody ever wants to talk, please find me on Instagram. It's probably the best way to communicate with me is Instagram DM. I'm at amazing02cents. You can also find me on my website. You can text me or email me. I'll be honest, emailing is a lot slower than texting me. But my website is www.amazing02.scentsy.ca. I mean, you could shop Scentsy there too if you're not a consultant. But you can learn more about joining Scentsy or getting more information about Scentsy. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Curly. Oh, I love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. Your support and your love. I just want to know, I read all of the comments that everyone posts on YouTube. Some of them I have to delete, but I read all of them. I might not be able to write everybody back because they're so overwhelming, and I need to set aside some time for YouTube replying, but that is something that I'm setting for the new year. So, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. So please share my love of Scentsy with yourself, with your family, with your teams, with anybody, and or take what you're learning from here, turn it around into your own words and share it with your own community. And don't talk bad stuff to yourself. Stop that negative talk, that BS. You know what I'm talking about. And thank you again so very much. But I know things are a lot easier said than done, but I just want you to all know that I genuinely do appreciate all your love and support, even though I've never met 99% of you, but thank you so very much. So until next time, I just want to tell everyone to please be safe out there, be kind to one another, and always be amazing. Bye-bye for now. Thank you, everybody.